Hi and welcome back to MRTV. Only 3 days until Half-Life Alyx launches. In this live stream, we're going to talk about that, of course, and I want to talk with you. What are your expectations for Half-Life Alyx? And all of this goodness is coming up. Yeah, hi and welcome back here to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang and this channel is all about virtual reality. I'm bringing you unbiased and honest reviews of all the VR headsets. You're getting reviews of the VR accessories, and of course, you're getting all the latest news and updates, and you're getting live streams just like this one here. So if you're new to this channel, why don't you subscribe now, and why don't you click the subscribe button? No. The bell button. It's the bell button. This is live. Why don't you click on the bell button so that you don't miss any of my upcoming live streams? Yes, hi and welcome here to MRTV Live. Welcome to this live stream. I'm really looking forward to speak with you here. So, hello there, all the people who are in the chat right now. Balint, Finn, Live, Kenneth, Mosley, Junior, Buggy, Lama, Ivano, Forgione, and yeah, Pate, Laros, all of you who are in this live stream now. So, hello VR Spry Guy. And yeah, the interesting part about this live stream is I would be really happy not just to chat with you guys about what you think of how good or how bad Half-Life Alyx is gonna be. I would also really like to voice talk with you. That would be amazing if we could set this up. And in order to make that happen, hello Skid Row, hello Noah. In order to make that happen, in order to speak with you, you would need to go into the Discord server, to the MRTV Discord server, and the link is down in the description of this video. So simply go to the MRTV Discord server and find the general voice chat. Simply, if you would like to speak with me, go to the general voice chat and wait there for me, and then I will simply take you and I'm going to talk with you, and that would be really good. I would love to do that, and yeah, it would be amazing if we can simply talk a bit about Half-Life Alyx. I know lots of people are talking about lots of other topics. There's only one big topic, right, that makes us stay at home. We all know that. But now, for the next hour or so, I would love to speak with you about Half-Life Alyx. Hello, Noah. Hello, Pate Laros. Yeah, Pate Laros says it. It'll be a nice distraction from all the craziness going on. Exactly. Jesse, will there be any footage from the gameplay videos in here? Actually, no. Actually, Jesse, the gameplay videos, you can simply watch them on YouTube. Simply look for them on IGN, or simply look for Half-Life Alyx gameplay, and then you will find it. Actually, there's only I think 4 or 5 different clips that you can watch, where you can see the gameplay. It's like the three trailers that were given to us by Valve, and then there's like a 10 minutes one from IGN. But other than that, there's not really any gameplay there. Of course, on Monday, I think probably I'm going to be the only source of a live streamer who's going to bring you the game live. Right? So only here on MRTV, you will be able to see somebody playing Half-Life Alyx. So, my dear friends, yeah, so I want to use this chat here also. I want to use this live stream also here to answer all of your questions that you might have for Half-Life Alyx. So probably you have just joined the VR community because of Half-Life Alyx. And probably you have questions about Half-Life Alyx or VR in general. And we here as a community of, let's say, VR hardcore enthusiasts, we are here to answer your questions. So you could simply leave your questions here in the comment section, in the chat. Or you could simply go also here to the voice chat. And there's one already, Balint 1332. I'm going to speak with you in a while, but I'm not finished here. But we have to speak English, right? Balint, I know that you're German. But this is now the English version of this video, so everything will be in English, you know. So you can of course try your English. And Balint is a young chap, a school kid. Oh, you can talk English. Okay, we're going to speak in English, Balint, in a moment. But first, let me finish here with my with the chat here, and let me finish with talking a bit more here to everyone. So if you have any questions about VR, if you have any questions about Half-Life Alyx, I would love to answer them here for you, and also the community is going to answer the questions here for you. So as you know, I was making quite a few videos before the countdown, right? The Half-Life Alyx countdown, right? For in the last 4 days, I made a 10-minute video each day telling you a different kind of aspect about Half-Life Alyx. And today I thought, you know what? I am not going to make another one of these videos now. Instead, I'm simply going to go live and I'm simply going to talk with you. I want to feel what are your expectations for the game. I absolutely want to find out, what do you think about the game? Are you looking forward? Do you think that this could be like a big break for virtual reality? And therefore, I'm here now live for you. And we do have some questions. Blue Knife asks, hey Sebastian, what happened with the Alyx preload? I have no idea. It should happen on Friday, so today. I'm pretty sure that we're going to see the preloads starting very soon. Skid Row. Don't think VNN Tyler McVicker will play Half-Life Alyx. No, Skid Row. It's only going to happen here on the channel, on MRTV. That's for sure. Skid Row, you would be an amazing person to talk to here in voice. How about you come to the voice channel and we talk a bit about all this? What do you think? That would be so interesting. Skid Row, huh? What do you think? You want to come to the voice chat? If yes, go to the voice chat channel. Go to the voice chat channel and I will totally find you there. That would be amazing. But until then, I'm going to have a look here at what people are asking. Tips for Oculus Quest optimization for Steam VR. Okay. So actually, Steam had just been updated itself. They have updated it. They have updated Steam. Valve has updated Steam, so it works better with the Rift S and the Quest. And you have to keep in mind, all the compatibility for the Oculus headsets is being done by Valve. This is not something that Oculus is working on. Steam is doing that. Valve is doing that. So if you want to read more about it, read the amazing article on Road to VR, where you can read that actually all this integration, that you can play Half-Life Alyx on your Rift S or on your Quest, this is thanks to Valve, because they keep it an open platform, right? Whereas for the Oculus Store and for the Oculus headsets, it's a closed system. It's a very different approach, and I must say I'm really, really glad about the Steam VR approach, that actually no matter what kind of VR headset you have, you can use it. And Serrated Edge. Everybody's probably too busy pancaking Gaming Doom Eternal to even remember Alyx is coming out. Probably yes. And Serrated Edge, if you want to tell the world about it, would be amazing to have you in the voice chat as well. But I see Skid Row here now in the chat. And I'm first going to talk with Skid Row, and then Balint, I'm going to talk with you, right? Because we already talked on the German channel. So Skid Row, get ready. I'm going to pull you into the other chat, and then you will be live with me. So before I do that, I would kindly ask you to lower the volume of YouTube and just listen to the Discord chat, because there is like a delay of 10 seconds or so you won't be able to speak with me using YouTube. So get ready for that, and I'm going to speak with you now. Hi, Skidrow. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah. Good to hear you. How are you doing, man?
I needed to change.
I hear you not loud enough. There's something wrong with your mic. Mic, could it be?
Can't you? Oh, yeah, yeah, I can hear you, but I need to change probably here.
Okay. No problem. No pressure. Like all of the VR enthusiast community is waiting for you and watching you. Oh, man. Yeah, so Skid Row is going to be there. And we also have. Yeah, that sounds better. I hear it's better. And Adam's also there. Admiral Snackbar. Hi, hey. Probably we can talk later in voice. That would be amazing. So get ready for that. Skid Row, how are you doing, man? Hello? Not there. Not there. Let me check again. Let me check. Skid Row, can you hear me? Check, check. Skid Row, 1, 2, 3. Just before I heard you for a moment. Adam. Then I speak to Adam first, probably. If Skid Row has some technical difficulties. So, Adam, simply go to the general chat on the MRTV Discord server, and then I will simply drag you over. That would be cool. Or is Skid Row?
Can you hear me
now, perfect.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Skid
Can
Row.
you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me too? Check, check. Yeah, you should be able to hear me. I can hear you.
Do you hear me now?
I hear you. I hear you, but you don't hear me? I hear you. I hear you. Okay, Skid Row, I think now it works. How are you doing?
Yeah, yeah. I changed. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, but you're listening. You're listening to me on the YouTube, right?
I'm fine.
You must listen to me
Just wish
on.
my 8K X was here.
Okay, you must listen to me on the Discord, not on the YouTube, because on YouTube there's like a 10-second delay. So you must listen to me on your Discord, not on your YouTube, or we won't be able to talk
No.
with each other.
So no.
Okay, now you can hear me?
Now I'm muted the YouTube too.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you're doing fine, but you wish your
I can
8KX
hear you
was
here.
there. Hello?
I have to change something more.
Okay, we still have some technical difficulties.
Now I can hear you.
Now you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Good. So now no more 10-second delay. So again, Skid Row, you are coming from Sweden and
Yes.
you own a headset, a VR headset.
Yeah, I own 5K plus and Vive original.
Okay, you have the original Vive and the 5K Plus. And the Pimax 5K Plus is your go-to headset?
Of course.
Of course. Nice, nice. So, Skid Row, you are a VR enthusiast.
Yep. I mean, I went to Gamecom 2016.
Okay.
So I bought the Vive in June 2016, and then in August I went to Gamecom just to test like the touch controllers and so.
Nice, nice, really. So, and I also met you in Amsterdam, where you went to check out the Pimax 8KX, right? So, you really love VR, and you're traveling for VR.
Yeah, I've been to Gamecom every year since 2016, and
Okay.
yeah, I mean it's perfect, at least for me.
Okay, nice. So tell me, dear Skid Row, what are your expectations for Half-Life Alyx?
A bit too high, probably.
So you have super high expectations of the game, right?
Yeah, yeah, and I hope it will be like Half-Life 1 and 2, where it was moddable, very easily moddable for so we can get like
Yes.
Counter-Strike and other things.
Right. I think so. I think they've already said that they're going to give this to us. So I believe we're going to get this mod scene for VR now. Just think about it. What could happen? What games people could make with that? Amazing, right?
Yeah. I mean that actually what I'm mostly looking forward to. I mean, I didn't play Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 that much. I mainly played Counter-Strike.
Oh, really? Wow. So did you actually like play through Half-Life 2? Probably not then.
No, I like played it for maybe an hour or so.
Oh no, Skid Row. How can you do that? You need to spend way more time in that.
Yeah,
It's
no,
so
but
good.
I mean, I was competing in Counter-Strike, so it was that you played like 24/7.
Okay, right. Got it. Yeah. Then you never came out of Counter Strike. Totally get it. But now tell me okay, so you haven't really played Half Life 2, but still your expectations are so high now. So why is that the case?
Because it's a Valve game. I mean, it's the first AAA game, as a real AAA game. You have some on the Oculus, but they still don't feel like a full-blown AAA game.
Okay, got
I mean,
it.
it's not a big studio like Valve. I mean, you need Blizzard, Valve, EA, and others. So no big studios like this have dropped the
Right.
game.
Got it. And also the other thing is we also didn't have the big names, right? We didn't have something like Half-Life. We have our own new IPs like I don't know, Astrobot or Asgard's Wrath or Blood and Truth, but these are new IPs in VR. So if a flat gamer hears about Astrobot or hears about I don't know, Asgard's Wrath, he's not going to be excited. They need their Call of Duty, right?
Exactly. I mean, that's why I always said that the game I mostly want is Crisis, the first Crisis remake of that, because that in VR would be so great.
Right. Exactly. Thank you so much, Paul Bellino. Thank you so much, or Paul Bellino. Thank you so much for your $10 super chat, man. Thank you. It means so much to me because of this whole Corona thing, I had to shut down the MRTV experience where people would come to my office and I would show them all the VR headsets. That is gone now, and now I have to pay the rent somehow differently. So thank you so much. Every single donation means a lot to me at this moment, so thank you. Yeah, exactly. So we need those those IPs, right? Like Half-Life, and Half-Life is basically the biggest gaming IP ever. Or is there anything else? No, right?
At least for a first person, so that kind of game. But I mean, if you want something really big, that would be a Blizzard game.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Oh my goodness. So, do you think, Skid Row, do you think that this is the turning point for VR? Do you think that this is the game that is going to push VR to the masses, and then playing VR games is not going to be that niche thing? And do you think that now MRTV will get 100,000 subscribers?
Hopefully. no, but yes, it will be at least a big step towards the main stream of gaming.
Okay. Yeah, right. So, in your opinion, it could push it more into the mainstream than any other game, probably, right?
Exactly. I mean, this game will probably bring in like 1 million or probably 2 million players just to test it.
Right. And then probably, if the game delivers, and I heard from sources that I trust very much that it actually does, I believe that they will be blown away. And you know what I think? I mean, you and me, we are in VR already for such a long time. Wait a moment, I got another $5. Thank you so much, Chris. Do you think I could join the call next? You can, Chris. You simply have to go to the Discord server. The link is down in the description, and then go to the general voice, the general voice channel. There's already a few people waiting, and I'm going to take them one by one, dear Chris. So you have to wait a bit in line, and then I will pick you at one point in time. Thank you so much, Chris. So we were talking about Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is going to push it much more into the mainstream. But dear Skid Row, I would like to ask you. You and me, we are enthusiasts, right? And we have been into this since 2016 or even before. I got the DK2, and I'm wondering how many of your friends are into VR.
Oh, like zero? No,
Yeah.
but I mean, I actually know two people, or I know one that have a VR headset. Or actually I know one that have a PlayStation also.
Oh my god. Oh my
I
god.
know
That's crazy.
I know two actually that have PlayStation, but yeah, it's rare.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, that's crazy. Thank you so much, by the way. Thank you so much, Paid Laros, for €5. And thank you so much, Kalel for $10. Thank you for your coverage and videos. You're welcome, and I'm really glad that I can give you all this coverage about VR headsets and Alyx, and yeah, it's an amazing community. Thank you so much for your contribution, my dear friends. Yeah, so Skid Row, not many people in my circle of friends actually use VR. But I'm wondering, in your circle of friends, are there people now that would now want to get a VR headset just for Alyx?
There is definitely someone that talks with it about it, yeah. But I mean, actually, for me, it was Saint and Sinners. Also, I have at least one I know that is so pissed that we have it, and because he has the PlayStation 4 and he can't have it yet.
Oh no! Oh no! That is crazy. That is really, really crazy. Wow! Because of Saints and Sinners. Well, probably you know it's not my favorite game, right? Because I'm not into this whole grinding. But yeah, it has good production values, and I can get it if people like it. But I think I'm more the Half-Life type of guy. Yeah. So, anyways, you have a good feeling about it, and you're just waiting for your 8KX to arrive.
Exactly. No, but I mean, the also the good thing is if they buy a VR headset, they will try other games like Onward,
Right.
Elite Dangerous,
Right.
Skyrim, and so on, and
Yeah,
see that.
there are so many good games. It's not just Half-Life Alyx. There's so many more. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that Boneworks is quite fun.
Yeah, actually, I liked it. In the beginning, I hated it. The first 4 hours, really, I thought like, oh, this sucks. But then later in the game, I super enjoyed it, and I played through it, and I had a fantastic time.
Yeah.
Skid Row, what would you give? What would you give Boneworks from 1 to 10?
Probably 8.
Okay, yeah, it's an 8. It's a really, really good 8.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a game; it's more experience.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh my goodness. Anyways, thank you so much, Skid Row, for coming online and for speaking with me. And now you can greet somebody.
Okay. Who?
Yeah, I don't know. You can greet anyone.
Oh, you meant like that? No. I'm not sure if anyone I know is here, but I can greet everyone then.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. Skid Row, good to speak to you, and thanks for being here on the channel.
Yeah, score.
Skull. All right, now next in line. I'm going one by one so that we don't have like this whole confusion going on. And yeah, Buggy Llama, right? Greet me, Buggy Llama. I'm greeting you here now. Yeah, now next in line is Admiral Akbar. Adam, get ready. I'm going to pull you into the cozy chat, into the private chat, and yeah, get ready for that now. Adam, can you hear me?
I hear you fine. How are you, Sebastian?
I'm good, Adam. Good to speak to you. So, yeah, Adam, we actually met in person.
Yeah, it seems like a long time ago now. But,
oh yeah, it was. It's like 1 year ago.
times.
It was an
Yeah,
amazing
just
time.
about. Right, it was around GDC, but
Exactly,
this year,
yeah.
unfortunately, it's been canceled.
Right, right. Actually, I wanted to come to GDC and meet you again, and probably go to another beer garden again. It was amazing. We had a great time at that beer garden, but
Yeah,
no, I couldn't come. Oh my
yeah,
goodness,
too bad.
that really sucked.
Well, the good news, that beer garden, they sent me an email and said they're still delivering, so I can
Oh,
maybe get a ship from them.
that's amazing. That is really good. That was really a beautiful beer garden, and they had so many different kind of nice flavored, nice beers. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Adam, we have to drink one now online here. Cheers on the adult beverages. But in the States now, it's probably it's too early, right? But it's never too early for a beer.
Yeah, well, it's 3:30 and I'm supposed to be working from home right now,
Oh,
so
perfect.
if I get the call, I may have to leave, but hopefully we'll be good.
Okay. Adam, you are a VR enthusiast, and I know that you own a Samsung Odyssey Plus, I think. Am I right with that?
Just the regular Samsung
Okay,
Odyssey.
right, right. You did not upgrade yet, but it's a really good, it's a very nice headset still. So you have been in the VR enthusiast circles for quite a while now, and please tell our viewers what are your thoughts about Half-Life Alyx? What are your expectations?
I think my expectations are through the roof. And I think I'm looking to be really surprised with. I mean, I've heard some things about the interactions, and there's a lot of things that are hidden in the world. You know, when you're looking through corners of junk and dumping over buckets, and there's lots of little trinkets and things to explore. So I really want to immerse myself in City 17 and kind of escape my apartment that I've been cooped up in for a week now.
Oh yeah, same here, man. Never going out here and stuff is crazy. Yeah, yeah, man. And if we judge from the trailers, it's going to blow our friggin' minds, right? The trailers look so good, right?
The trailers do look really good, and I feel like there might be a little bit of acting in the way that the player is kind of like looking around and holding their gun and stuff. But I think it's still going to be really, really fun.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. Like, I was really fascinated by the way the physics seem to be. Like, in one of the trailers, there's some kind of bin or something, and she's just using her hand to get rid of the lid of that bin. Then she's taking that bin and she's throwing the stuff that are in that on the table to look through them with her hands. It's crazy, right? It's like incredible.
Yeah, I just hope that with my Windows mixed reality controllers,
Okay.
which they said they will support, I just hope I don't lose too much of that
Right, right,
interaction.
right.
Because, I can't use my fingers to rifle through things, but I can kind of, with a blunt object, I guess, move things around.
Right, right. I mean, you can with a straight hand, like sip through the things.
Yeah.
But honestly, I heard from sources that I trust very much that you will be all right.
Yeah, I think they'll treat everyone fairly,
Yeah,
especially
exactly,
because those
exactly,
indexes are so hard to get right now.
exactly. It's worse than toilet paper.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm not sure. Is it also hard for you to get toilet paper right now? Just want to ask you from a German who cannot buy toilet paper right now.
Yeah, it is sold out, and we've been trying to get our groceries delivered lately, and
Same
we
here,
put
same
in
here.
toilet paper, and they said, "Sorry, sold out." So
Oh my God, it's crazy. Anyway, let's not get to that topic. I think we heard about that topic a lot. Let's get
yeah,
back to Half-Life. So
yeah.
the trailers look amazing. Trailers look unbelievable. The question: will that game deliver on those trailers? What do you think? Do you think we will all be blown away and it's just like the trailer for 10 hours?
I mean, I think it's hard for anything to live up to the trailers, but I'm sure there's things that they haven't shown us yet that they want us to be surprised with.
I think so
So that's what
too.
I'm holding out for. Especially, I mean, just because of the nature of VR, where it can take you to different worlds. I'm hoping that maybe we even get a return to like the world of Zen of Half-Life 1, like get to
Wow.
some really trippy, worlds and places in that game. I think they could really be hiding some surprises for us.
You're right. Exactly. I think they want to blow us away. I think they will blow us away.
They wouldn't put this game out if they didn't think that they would blow us away. They have
Right.
no reason. They don't need to. They make so much money off of Steam. They
Exactly.
only want to put this out if they have something revolutionary to show us.
You're so right. I mean, they really wouldn't put any okay, good game out. They want to blow our friggin' minds, right? That's also, in my opinion, why they didn't put out just another flat version of the game. Like in one of my last videos where I did the countdown, I said, like, you know what? If they would make a flat game, it would be probably good, but they couldn't really blow Half-Life 2 out of the water because the gameplay is already great. And yes, they can make things look better, but from the gameplay perspective, I don't think they can like increase the fun so much. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. And you know, they've been saying, or I've been hearing people talking about the Half-Life series, that every Half-Life game is about some kind of revolutionary advance in gaming or in technology. So Half-Life 1, it was all about like first-person shooters. It was a revolution in first-person shooting. Half-Life 2 was all about the physics. And they're also they pushed out their distribution software with Half-Life 2, another revolution.
Exactly.
So they're pushing virtual reality, they're pushing their index, they're pushing these, you know, finger tracking controllers. This is going to be another revolution.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're getting me super excited again here. I am already excited, but yeah, you totally nailed it. You so nicely put it into words. Agreed. So this is going to be the next revolution then. So the Half-Life that comes after that, the next big part probably is going to introduce that brain connection that Gabe Newell was talking about in his interview. Have you watched the interview?
Yeah. I did. Yeah, I did.
What do you think? What do you think about it?
Oh my God, that guy, he should be best friends with Elon Musk. I'm sure they've talked about this Neuralink. Yeah, so Half-Life 4 will be direct injected into your brain in maybe 20 years.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the thing is, they really want to make that happen. They really want to make that happen. You know, it's not just some stupid talk. They want to advance the whole thing. And I was pretty
ready for it.
yeah, me too.
Plug me in. Let's go.
Yeah. I was a bit shocked to hear that they actually seem to be pretty far already with that kind of like research, right? What did you think when he said that it's not so far away?
Well, I'm surprised because I haven't heard it from him before, and I didn't know that Gabe was focused on this. But I guess he's got billions and billions of dollars, and he has no shareholders to answer to, so he can really just go out there and experiment.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
It's awesome.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. But yeah, at the moment, I still can't imagine how that would work, like this kind of brain interface. I'm just imagining that port at the back of your head, like in Matrix, right?
Yep.
Where that you first need to somehow get there in order to get connected to that.
Yeah, and he mentioned it would be like almost like, I mean, the closest thing we have to is being on psychedelic drugs. I think it's really, I don't know if people are ready for it, but it's going to be
people are ready for psychedelic drugs.
Yeah, especially right now. People want an escape.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, the timing is incredible, right? I mean, finally we have time to do that.
I just wish they would put it out today or tomorrow instead of waiting for Monday when we have to work.
You're right. You're right. Exactly. That's true. But it's home office. I think nobody will find out if you put in like a 1 hour of Half-Life Alyx.
That's true.
Right?
Take a chance.
Yeah, but
oh, sorry, I had to go get groceries. I'm trying to get toilet paper.
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me. But probably, if you would be in Half-Life Alyx for 1 hour, probably you wouldn't want to come out.
Yeah, I know. Right? I'll get stuck in there, and I am gonna try to stream it, even though I don't have index or anything. But I will try to stream because I think there will be a lot of people who want to watch.
Yeah, I think so. But honestly, Adam, I actually really thought that I, MRTV Sebastian, that I would be the only person that streams that game. You're shocking me right now. There will be somebody else who's going to stream Half-Life
Well,
Alyx.
maybe I could host your channel when I'm not streaming, and we
Hey, I
could
like
work
it.
something out.
Yeah, okay, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Adam, I would like to know, what do you think? Does Half-Life Alyx have an impact on pushing VR to the mainstream? And if yes, what kind of impact? Is it like a measurable big impact?
I think it's already having an impact. I
Okay,
know friends who were kind of on the fence about VR. I have one friend who just got, actually, two friends who just bought indexes on the one
perfect.
day that they were in stock and just
Perfect.
got them like last weekend. So I think it's already having an effect. And even the prices, secondhand for Vives on eBay and Samsung Odysseys on eBay are going up because
Yeah, oh
people want them.
really? Wow, okay. That is crazy. But like the Samsung Odyssey Plus, I think it's still available for like $300 off of Amazon. Like a super good price, right? For this device.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I think people shouldn't discount the Odyssey. A lot of
No,
people don't
no.
even realize it's there, but it's
Yeah.
so reliable. It's so easy to plug and play. I've been using it for, I don't know, 2.5, almost 3 years now. It still works great.
And you love it, right? Still love it.
Yeah, I love it. I would love to upgrade, but that's expensive and I have to
Right.
wait till they're in stock.
Sure, sure, that makes sense. But if you want to upgrade, would you upgrade to get the Index, or would you try another headset?
I think Index for sure.
Yeah, it's really like a wonderful solution, like the most rounded package that you can get right now. It's really really amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. So you think that it already made an impact? I totally agree with you, man. It already made an impact. It already put so many people into that mood of getting it finally. Probably they were looking at VR, but they never had like the one game that they want to play and that they only can play in VR. And that is
Yeah,
exactly Half-Life Alyx.
exactly.
What do you think? How big would that impact be? Do you think after Half-Life Alyx, like gaming will be more and more about VR? Because it's still very centric. The mainstream is still very flat centric, right?
Yeah, and I think it probably will be flat centric for some time, but I
Okay.
think VR as a share will be growing. Like even the Oculus Quest, I think is sold out or out of stock now too. So I think it's going to be growing. I think maybe a couple more years of, Oculus Quest gets a refresh and it's maybe a little bit slimmer and a little bit lower price or something. I think people are looking for headsets now, and
Right.
the next time they let us outside to go to the store, I think some people are going to be trying to buy VR headsets.
I think so, absolutely. But honestly speaking, I think it will take quite a while until they let us out again.
Yeah,
Right, right.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, wow, that's crazy times, crazy times. Good that we have at least something to look forward to, which is Monday.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Cool. So you are looking forward to it and you think it's going to have a big impact, but it's still not going to be like, okay, wow, now everyone is just talking about VR, right? They will still,
Yeah.
it will, I agree with that because people will also want to have the other big IPs in VR, right? They also want to have a Call of Duty in VR and all these games.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know if Call of Duty is meant for VR, but we'll have our own VR franchises that get bigger. And I don't know. I think there's definitely going to be a place for both for the foreseeable future.
Right, right. But you know what? The people who get into VR right now because of Half-Life Alyx, once they're finished playing this game, they will find out, hey, there's actually quite a cool back catalog of games that they can play that are also amazing, but they have never heard about them, right? There's amazing
Yeah.
games.
Oh, yeah.
We
And
know.
they're the perfect time to get in because you have such a catalog to choose from.
Exactly.
Like I've been playing hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades like
Okay.
obsessively
Okay,
almost every
really?
day. I love
Wow.
that game. I feel like is so I overlooked it. I thought it was just a shooting gallery, but it's so I mean there's like over 300 guns realistically
Wow.
simulated. It's got kind of like a roguelike mini game within it. There's so much out there to go back
Okay.
and play after you're done with Alyx.
Wow, you know what? I totally oversaw that game as well. I've never played that game. Probably I should have a look at it.
Yeah, you should. The funny thing, I've heard about that game. I was playing Windlands 2 with a
Right.
random guy online. And while we
Okay.
were playing, all he did was recommend that game to me. And I went out
Wow.
and bought it, and I never went back to Windlands 2.
What? That's so funny. Okay, I'll have to try it out. Adam, have you tried out Boneworks?
No, I do want
You
to,
have
but
to.
then
You should
I
do it.
let time go by, and then I figured I might as well just wait for Alyx.
Okay. But I'm telling you, you would have fun in Boneworks too. Like the
Yeah.
physics of like reloading the gun and shooting it, it feels right, you know? I mean, even though
Oh,
I've never tried, I never shot a real gun, but this is how I imagine it to feel. So it's good.
yeah. It's on my list for
You
sure.
should do it. Man, Adam, it was amazing to catch up with you, and I hope we're going to see each other next year for next year's GDC. That would be amazing.
Sounds like a plan. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you, man. Thank you so much for being here on the show. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Cool. I like it. I really like it. So, dear Churn 850, I'm going to speak with you after I talk with Balint. Balint, so get ready. It's going to be in English. Yeah. And dear friends, this is a young chap from Germany. I spoke with him already before on my German channel, and let's see how good his English is. Balint, how are you doing? Hello? Hello, Balint?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to find out how good your English really is.
Yes.
So, are you looking for no, please tell the audience what kind of VR headsets do you own?
Okay. I have an Index,
Okay.
Rift S,
Okay.
a broken HTC Vive Cosmos,
Oh no.
and Rift
Okay.
CD1.
Wow, you got lots of cool headsets there.
Pimax, which is broken.
Your Pimax is broken. Okay. So, you are a school kid, right?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, you got so many headsets, man. You got very nice parents, huh?
Yes.
Oh man, amazing, man. Balint, can you tell me for how many years did you learn English?
About 3 years.
3 years. Okay, cool. Wow, that's
Yes.
amazing. For 3 years, and you can speak pretty nice English. That's really cool. So, which of these headset is your favorite headset?
Dex.
The Index. Okay, okay, that's cool. And why?
It has not so many screen. It hasn't got that screen door effect,
Right? Yes.
and it has a taller field of view.
Yes, that's right. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. You really know how to say all these things, these special
And
things.
it's really comfortable.
Wow, man, I love it, man. Are you watching my English channel as well to know all these words like screen door effect, field of view?
Yes, but I know it before I watched you.
Okay. That is amazing, man. That is really cool. So, VR Spry guy, he just says your English is better than mine. Wow, man, amazing. That is cool. So, your favorite headset is the Valve Index. It's really a cool.
Yes.
All right. Tell me about the your Vive Cosmos. What's the matter with the Vive Cosmos?
Head strap. I was playing with the Vive Cosmos and I wanted to flip it up,
Okay.
and then it broke in two pieces.
No,
The
really?
head strap is fallen off from the Cosmos.
Oh no, that's terrible. So you just wanted to open it up and then you broke it and then you had two
Yes.
headsets. Oh no. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. That really sucks. So, you're going to use the index in order to play Half-Life
Yes.
Alyx. Okay.
Yeah.
And tell me, what do you think? Is the game going to be good or not?
I think it will be good, but I'm not so sure that it will be this push for the mainstream.
Okay, you don't think it's going to push VR to the mainstream yet?
Yes,
Okay, why?
but so not all people can buy a VR headset for $1,000
You're right. It's a bit
to
expensive.
have the best VR headset with which you can play Half-Life Alyx
You're
with the
right.
finger tracking.
Okay. Yes, but people, they don't have to use the Valve Index, right? They can still
Yes,
buy
they
the Rift
can.
S or the
Yes.
Quest, and they will still have a good experience, I think.
Mm.
Okay,
They
but
need a link cable or
yeah, then they
yes.
need the link cable. Exactly. Cool. Yeah, okay. So, but you think it's not going to push it so far because it's too expensive? But yeah, but people can
Yes.
still buy a cheaper headset, right? So who knows?
But I've heard when you can preload it.
Yeah. Yeah, you
You
today.
can preload it in yes, today at midnight in 8 minutes.
Oh yeah, okay. In 8 minutes we can preload it. Really?
Yes, on Twitter,
Yeah, somebody said it.
one guy has said that.
Okay, another user here, Gogo, says preload is live. Let me check this out right now. Let's check.
No,
Let me still
preload
check
is
it.
not.
Let me still check it. Somebody said
No.
it.
It's not online.
Oh no. Not live yet. Okay, but you say it's going to be live in 8 minutes.
Yes, a guy said it, so I don't know it is real or not.
Okay. Well, we will find out. We'll find out.
Yes.
We'll find out soon. Oh my goodness, this is
And
going to
but
be
it's
crazy.
a really big game.
It's what?
Really big game.
A big game.
It has 12 gigabytes of RAM to power it.
Okay. It seems like it is live. It seems like it is live now. More and more people are saying that it's live now. So the preloads.
It's live.
Okay.
I can download it.
Wow. Okay, guys. This is the moment. This is the moment, and it's live in this show. Wow. Downloading now. It is live. This is incredible. We catch the moment, dear Berlin. We catch the moment in which they put it live. Probably they were watching this show right now. Probably they were watching this stream here right now, and they thought like, hey, this guy from Germany, yeah, the Berlin, he said it's going to go live soon. And then they just simply put it live. Wow. That's crazy. That's amazing. I also want to preload it now. Are you preloading it right now?
Yes, but it stopped.
It stopped?
I have
How?
permission to download this game.
What did it say? You don't have permission to download it?
Yeah.
Oh no, why not?
Why?
Did you say something bad about them live? Oh my god, it's dear. Okay, now some people can't.
I'm reloading it.
Yes, me too. Half-Life Alyx, here it is. In library.
But can you preload it?
I'm looking right now. I don't see the preload button.
Stopped and I can't. Oh, yet I can download it.
How do you do it?
Up and I download it.
Okay. Nice.
48 gigabytes.
48 gigabyte.
Yes. Whoa, that's big.
Yeah, but it's gonna be good. Requires a virtual reality headset. Ach so. Oh, really? We need a VR headset. Main game page.
So
Okay.
it's online yet. So
Wow. Amazing. So now we can all download it and then we can play it on Monday.
and
So
you see it too on the Steam web page. It says now you can preload Half-Life Alyx.
yeah.
Okay. Yes, it's downloading.
Wow. Cool. Okay, guys.
I have 1 gigabyte.
Guys, you can download it right now. So do it. Perfect. Man, Balint, it's good to speak with you also here in English. It's cool, very cool to hear you in English. And yeah, it was nice to talk with you. And your English is really good.
Thanks.
Your English is really good. Thanks, man. I'm going to speak with the next person now. And really
Okay.
amazing that you can speak in English too. So talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
And can you make more of this streams
Yes, I
where
can.
people can talk with you and
Yeah, of course. Of course. If they keep sending me money, I'm kidding. I will do more. Balint, good to speak with
Okay.
you and to talk to you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Balint, he's a school kid. Yeah, really cool kid with lots of VR goggles and he can speak English, which is pretty amazing. Nice. So, download is ready, 48 gigabyte. It's going to take up around 60 gigabyte on your hard disk. So you can preload that goodness now. And it happened live during this stream, which I think is pretty cool. Wow. Thank you so much, Satoshi Nakamoto. Thank you so much, Satoshi Nakamoto, for 10 pounds. And what is the best headset right now? I would say the best headset right now is the Valve Index. It is the best complete package. It's the bang for your buck is incredible. Best audio solution, really nice screen, good enough FOV, best controllers, everything in one nice package for $1,000. So yeah, in my opinion, the best headset right now is the Valve Index. Right. Preload is more important if you have a slow internet connection. Okay, now I would like Churn 850. Get ready. Unmute your microphone and put on your headset in order to speak with me. Dear Churn 850, get ready. And I also saw Reckoner here in the chat. So Reckoner, dear Gary, if you want to speak with me about Half-Life Alyx, I would love to have you on the show here. So if you would like to speak with me, dear Gary, then go to the MRTV Discord server and go to the voice channel. And then we could talk about what are your expectations for Half-Life Alyx? And anyone out there, anyone who would like to talk with me about Half-Life Alyx, please go to the MRTV Discord server. The link is down in the description of this video, and then simply find the voice chat general. Okay, now Churn is ready, and I'm going to put you live now. Get ready. Let me also get ready here with some adult beverage. And then I'm going to get you into the chat. Hello there, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Yes, I can hear you. So before we go on, please turn down the volume of the YouTube so that I won't hear myself double, and simply listen to the Discord chat, and then everything is going to be good. So, Churn, how would I address you? Churn, or how would I call your name?
Just call me Chris.
Chris. Okay. Chris. Yeah, good to have you here. How are you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm pretty good. I'm very much looking forward to Half-Life Alyx, of course. So, tell the community, are you a VR enthusiast, or did you just join because of Half-Life Alyx? what kind of VR headset are you using? Let us know a bit about your background.
Well, I am a VR enthusiast. I got in VR because of you. I saw your channel and I thought VR was pretty cool, so I decided to give it a try, and now I love it. I don't play
That-
nothing but VR.
That's amazing. That's so cool, man. So you watched MRTV,
Yeah.
and because of this channel, you decided to get a VR headset. Oh my goodness. I am
Yeah,
so
well,
happy to hear that.
I convinced my brother to buy one for himself, and then I bought one myself.
That's so cool. So, can I ask which country you are located at now?
I am in United States.
All right, cool. United States, perfect. And which headset do you own now?
I have an Oculus Rift S and an Oculus Quest, but I have my old Oculus Quest broke because I tried to silo.
Oh, really? Already?
No, I tried to I tried to sideload Pavlov, and then let's say I would get on playing Pavlov on the Oculus Quest, and then it would just like glitch out to the point that it just froze my whole Oculus, and I went to Best Buy and they replaced it for me.
Oh no! So you totally bricked your Quest with Pavlov?
Yeah,
Hello? Now you're gone. Check. Hello? Are you still there? Now I have lost the connection. Too many people now watching Netflix. The internet broke. Check. I can still see Chris here in the chat, but he's gone. He just wanted to let us know how he bricked his Quest with Pavlov. Too bad. Check. Still there. Anyways, for anyone who would like to talk with me now about Half-Life Alyx, who would like to have a voice chat with me, you can simply go to the MRTV Discord server. The link is down in the description below. Go to the voice channel and then simply meet me there. Oh, cool. There's another one. Okay, okay, now Chris is totally gone. Chris, if you later come back again, I would love to continue chatting with you. Oh, he's here again. Let me talk with him. Try again. Check 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Nope.
Hello, you were gone. So you not only bricked your Quest, you also nearly bricked your Discord application.
Yeah, but it's because I have a computer too, so I just decided not to side quest.
Okay. Got it. Makes sense. But you're going to use the Rift S in order to play Half-Life Alyx?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So tell me, what are your expectations for Half-Life Alyx?
Big time.
Big
I
time.
really like it, so.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Okay, so from 1 to 10, your expectations are 11?
Yep, 11
Okay.
out of 10.
Okay, that's great. Man, I shortly have to say thank you to GNVRS Gaming for $10. Thank you so much. And GNVRS Gaming, I saw him or her, probably him, in the community for quite a while. And he says, I never played Half-Life when it first came out. I wasn't a PC gamer. Wow. Now I've played Half-Life 1 in VR, Half-Life mostly in VR, and watched Half-Life 2 Episode 1 2 in the past month or so. Wow. Cool.
Oh, you already come forward?
Hello?
Was there?
Chris, are you still there? I was just thanking
It's pretty good game that I got.
thanking someone.
I got it
Your two drinks, you want to?
I think Chris is still there. Okay, I can't really hear you.
Yeah.
You're still there. Okay, so your expectations are super high. What do you think will it be a big push for virtual reality?
Yeah, I mean that's like.
Yes. So, do you know people who got into VR just because of Half-Life Alyx?
Yeah, supposedly a lot of people got into VR.
Oh man, I can hardly understand you, man. I think people around you are just watching Netflix right and left. So you are really. It's tough to hear you, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but not so good. Anyways, so you believe it's going to make a big difference. I was just asking you, do you know people who just because of Half-Life Alyx got a VR headset?
Yeah, I know some people. Like my
Okay.
friend, I convinced him to get a beer headset.
Okay, cool. So it's going to make a big difference in your opinion.
In my opinion, yes. I mean, it's
Okay.
Half-Life. Come on, you can't.
You're right,
say
man.
no
You're
to
right.
that.
It's Half-Life. It must be unbelievably good. Okay, Chris, I'm going to go to the next person now in VR, not in VR, in the chat. And thank you so much for your opinion, man.
All right.
Thank you. Bye bye. Okay, cool. I am seeing some people here in the chat, and I would like to speak with some of them. No, with all of them. And I am going to start here with Ellen Lewis Ripley. Get ready to be in the chat here. Hello there.
Oh, hello.
How's it going?
Yes, I must first step. I must mute your stream.
Yes.
But once I have two voices from you, this is
Okay.
too much for me.
Yeah.
Hello and good evening, all.
Yeah.
You want
good.
speaking for Half-Life Alyx?
Yeah, I want to speak with about Half-Life Alyx. What do you think? Is it going to be a
It
good
is so
game?
great. It is amazing. It is amazing. You remember the time becomes Half-Life and the modder scene and making mods and making Counter-Strike. Today you can play Counter-Strike in VR with Pavlov.
Right.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
And the next step in virtual reality, you can mapping own levels and
Right.
making own games with this stuff. Oh, it's so great! It is a wonderful time in virtual
Nice.
reality.
You're right. So you think that actually Half-Life Alyx is really going to be as amazing as we hope it is?
It's an impact. It's the next impact in virtual reality. You know
Wow.
what I mean. You know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean, man.
Yes. You remember on the time you have Atari,
Yeah.
the console, and then comes the Commodore 64.
64.
64. Thank you.
Yeah.
64.
It's funny to speak English with you.
Yeah. Yes, I'm from German.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think people figured that out quite fast.
And it's so nice. You have this. You have the time. I remember I was a child, and I have the Commodore, and I have new worlds, new good games. Not
Right.
not side scroller, so really completely games. And
Right.
this is fact. You have some virtual reality, and you have this titles. You have Stormland, you have Asker's Rest, you have The Walking Dead, Saints and the Sinners. You becomes Half-Life, you becomes Medal of Honor, you become so many great
Yeah.
stuff in virtual reality. It's a wonderful time.
It's an amazing time to be alive. And the preload is live now. Can you preload the game now? Have you
Yes, I download now.
Oh my god. It's like the internet will break. Not only because everyone is watching Netflix, now also they will preload the game.
Oh,
So-
I think they're watching all this great channel.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I hope everybody should watch this channel. Yeah, oh man, good man. So you think it's going to have a huge impact? And
Yes, of course.
Okay, but you and me, we are both VR enthusiasts. It's going to be Christmas and Easter on one day.
Yes, it's and your own birthday and the birthday from your mother and for
Yeah,
all your family on this day, you know. It's
Exactly.
it's wonderful.
Exactly. So exactly when it's going to launch here in Germany at 6 p.m. and you're directly going to play in this moment, or are you first going to watch my stream?
I must work on this time.
No! Nee!
No.
Scheiße!
Yes. Yes, it's the cover hang loose, yeah, you know, it is what it is. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
I have the preload, I come from work late in the evening and can play Half-Life Alyx
Okay.
in virtual reality.
Oh my god, come on. It's going to be too crazy. It's going
It's
to
too
be
crazy.
It's going to be too crazy.
You think I have the days I have played Hellsplit Arena, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, you
And
told me yesterday. Yeah.
I have pain all my completely body. It's a pain. Yeah.
Wow.
Virtual reality is so nice. It is
Yeah, it's
so
cool that you can really that you can actually
love it.
move, right? That you can actually move around. It's great. It's fantastic.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I remember on the time I was sitting for the television. I seen the next generation. I seen the parts who is on the holodeck with the
Right.
with the Klingon wife and the making the fighting challenge on the whole holodeck. You can play it in Hellsplit Arena USS. This is wonderful. It is wonderful.
It's a great time to be alive. Man, good to have you here on the English stream. What a surprise. And yeah, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, no
we're
problem.
going to talk. I think you have to work on Monday. Oh no. Yeah, probably you can watch a bit my stream.
Nice. Nice. Thank you, man.
Man, Giovanni, going to talk to you later. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no
Bye-bye.
problem. See you.
Okay, yeah, there was a member of the German-speaking community, as you could probably tell. Cool. Now, next in line, I'm looking forward to speak with Reckoner VR, Gary, from the VR Roundtable. So that's going to be really interesting. And Gary, get your microphone unmuted and get ready for me to pull you into the chat. And then I'm looking forward to find out what you think about Half-Life Alyx. Okay. Here we go. Hi there, how are you doing, man? Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Perfect, very nice. So, Gary, please tell us, first of all, how are you doing? Is everything in order? I mean, other than the slight problems that the whole world has.
Yeah, of course that. Yeah. No. Yeah. Apart from that, everything's going okay. It's difficult to know what's going okay overall, though, because of everything that is happening. But
you're right.
I suppose in general, yeah, things are as good as they can be at the moment.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So, tell me, what are your expectations for Half-Life Alyx?
Okay. Well, I suppose it's more just about. Let me just adjust. Shall I just adjust my volume slightly?
Yeah,
Would that help?
Yes, a bit more. Give us a bit more.
Let's have a quick look. Okay.
Or simply go closer to the microphone. That could already, I think, make it.
Okay. Has that helped a little bit? Hopefully, it has.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I suppose expectations for Half-Life Alyx are generally going to be around the fact that I want mainstream games media to enjoy it more and just report on that. It's more about getting people into VR than anything else, in all honesty. I just want the coverage to be there. I hope it's going to be good enough to warrant that coverage. But from everything that's been reported in the early days, it looks like it's heading in that direction, and that's encouraging. But yeah, I just want people to understand what VR is all about, and I think this is the game to give that message the best, really.
Wow, yeah, I think that's so nice that you even think more about VR and how it could push VR more to the mainstream, and how you hope that the magazines are going to write about it if it's good. But I can tell you from sources that I trust really a lot, who have already gotten access, that the game is unbelievably friggin' amazing. So I think we can expect we can really expect something that lives up to the hype and something that lives up to the trailers that we saw. What did you think about the trailers and everything so far? All the things that we saw about the game so far.
Yeah, so the trailers, I resisted a little bit in watching them all.
Oh, you haven't watched them yet?
No, I've watched two of them. I
Okay.
think I resisted on the third one. But what I have watched is the other RGM footage
Okay.
that they've put out. So like the interview with Gabe Newell and that kind of stuff. That was really interesting. I loved hearing from Gabe Newell and his
Incredible, right?
enthusiasm. Yeah, his enthusiasm for the game, but also his I think his confidence in the game that it's going to be a winner. You know, I think
He
that
knows.
came across more than anything. Yeah,
He knows. Like he
Yeah, he
knows,
does.
right? He knows. Wow.
that was one thing. I tell you what, one
Yeah.
of the things that I noticed from when they first announced Half-Life Alyx was when they did that Jeff Keighley interview. I felt like the developers that were interviewed there were a little bit apprehensive, a little bit like unsure of themselves, but now they're growing in confidence as it goes on.
Right, right. What do you think? What did you think about the interview in terms of the future technologies that they talked about, like the full dive and like the brain connection? How did that? What did you think about this whole topic?
Oh, really interesting. Yeah. I love
Crazy,
that
right?
part of it. Yeah. Especially, I mean, Gabe Newell has been talking about this for a long time. And when he says the Matrix is closer than people realize and all of this kind of stuff, obviously it gets us enthusiasts interested in it. But you know, you still, because we've not seen anything or anything even reported at this point, you still don't know exactly what to expect from all of that stuff. So it's exciting, but personally, I'll wait and see.
Right. Same for me. I totally can't imagine how would that actually work, right? How would that work, this brain interface? Is it like with the Matrix where you got this port in the back of your head and then you have to get that port first or what? Probably not, of course, but it's really interesting. It's crazy. Gary, tell me more about your past with Half-Life. Did you play the Half-Life games? Did you play Half-Life 1 or Half-Life 2?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I played the original Half-Life when it came out in 1998. So I'm turning 40 this year. This is ridiculous to me. I mean, this first of all, I can't believe that. But
Gary, I am already 40.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. Yeah, so I was 18 years old when the original Half-Life came out, and I'd read so many things about it, but it was a very special game, very special compared to what we'd had before because of the build up to the game. I mean, everybody remembers that train ride in that, just the passive little introduction that it had to that game was so special at that time when you're used to games like Quake and Doom for so long, you were just thrust straight into the action with no real context. And Half-Life gave you that context before anything else. And then the story progressed through that. And you know, that was the part that really hooked me, and I've been a fan since then.
Yeah.
However, I will say that Half-Life 2, when that came out, that was during a period that came out in a period where I was really out of games and I wasn't really involved in games for too much for a period of probably 5 or 6 years. So I've only gone back to Half-Life 2 probably about 5 years ago. I started playing it, and embarrassingly, I've still not finished Half-Life 2. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow, Gary, I
yeah.
think we have to stop this talk now. No, I'm kidding you. But really, exactly what you're saying here, that's exactly the truth for me too. So for me, it's like I didn't play Half-Life 1 when it came out. At that time, I was also like 18, 19, and I probably had other things on my mind. Partying or what?
Yeah.
and then I didn't play it, but then when Half-Life 2 came out, that one I played, and I was just so fascinated by the fact that it felt like you are the main character of some kind of story of a movie. Like the characters, they talk with you, and it's just like you're in the game. So even though it wasn't VR, I kind of felt immersed in the story. Did you also feel like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
right.
It was that part where it led you into the story. Yeah,
exactly. Oh, so fascinating. And actually, now, just yesterday and the day before yesterday, I for the first time played Half-Life 1. There's the new Black Mesa, the fan remake that looks better than the original right now. And I played a couple of hours, and it's cool. It's still fun, even now. Of course, the graphics, they cannot live up to the games that come out now, but as what the gameplay is concerned, and exactly what you just said, like the very beginning, that train ride in that Black Mesa facility, freaking amazing, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, one thing I was going to ask you, Sebastian, is if you've tried it on the, you've got a Quest, and I don't know if you've played like Half-Life on the Quest or anything like that.
No, I played it on the computer, like in flat. I must admit it.
Yeah. I was just wondering because going back, I've started playing through the original Half-Life on the Quest, and that's it's a great experience to do that anyway.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing to do. I mean, look, it looks old, even on the Quest. You know, it looks old at this point, but it's still an interesting thing to revisit at this point. But yeah, I'd love to play Half-Life 2 in VR.
You can also do that now. I mean, with these, there's some mods you can use, right? So you could do that.
Yeah, it's through Gary's mod, isn't it?
Exactly, that's right.
That. Yeah, I've not tried that, but yeah, that's probably the way to go. But yeah, obviously, Half-Life Alyx, I absolutely can't wait for that.
Oh my God, it's going to be unbelievable. It's going to blow us all away. And I think what you said in the beginning of our talk, that you hope that the magazines are going to write about it and write positively about it, I think it's a given. I think it's going to blow their minds. And Gary, you know what I think? I think the people that join VR now because of Half-Life Alyx, their mind will be blown even more than ours. So we started with VR probably a couple of years ago, right? We started with headsets that still had screen door effect, and we started with games that probably made us a bit sick in terms of the locomotion, and things were not so polished at the time that we started, right?
Yeah.
But now they are putting the Valve Index onto their heads. They nearly don't have any screen door effect. They have these super nice controllers, which are like a dream to play. They have the amazing audio, and then they're going to play a game that is Half-Life Alyx, that is probably the most polished VR game ever. Would you agree that they will be even more blown away than us?
Yeah, I would hope so. The thing is, yeah, I mean, it's difficult to say, isn't it? There's no real judging exactly what the mainstream games media are going to think of anything that comes out, because there's so many VR games that I thought they would be impressed by, but they really weren't.
Okay.
So yeah, it's difficult to say. I think from what I'm seeing from the early IGN stuff and also the front cover of Edge magazine this month, it looks to be pretty positive for Half-Life Alyx. And I think I'm going to trust Gabe Newell on this one. I think they've knocked it out of the park, honestly.
I think so too. And then, yeah, people are going to probably want to play this game, and even more headsets will be sold thanks to this once they are more available. So Gary, do you think after this, let's think this is truly an amazing game, like a mind-blowing game, like Half-Life, how we always imagined it to be in VR. What do you think, in the best case, what kind of impact can it have for VR?
I think, okay, it's a tough question, because I think in the short term it will get a lot of coverage anyway. Either way, it's going to get a lot of coverage, and that will be a good thing. In the long term, because it's a linear narrative-based game, I think the shelf life of it in terms of conversation will be relatively short. So I think maybe a few months, and then people will move on to the next thing, especially the mainstream games media. And that's obviously, it's difficult for me to say that because I don't want that to be the case, but I just think it's going to be true.
Okay.
The mainstream games media moves on so quickly with regards to that. However, the important thing for the future of VR enthusiasts is the fact that Half-Life Alyx could encourage mainstream flat gaming developers to then move over to VR and consider it a viable option. I think that will be the long-term, the long-term thing for all of us VR enthusiasts, at least.
That makes lots of sense. But then I think because there's going to be this modding scene, and hopefully it's going to happen just as it happened with Half-Life 2, when people started to mod everything and then do something like Counter-Strike and stuff. Probably this could happen for VR as well, right? That they have now the tools to make really amazing VR games.
Absolutely, yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, of course, yeah. I think because Gabe Newell did say in that interview as well that he had with IGN that they are planning on, opening up Source 2 in order for people to create mods and create games with Source 2 as well. So that would make it work along the same lines of the original Half-Life and Half-Life 2, where they opened it up for modification and all of these things. So yeah, that's a really good point. I think that could obviously expand the lifespan of it, and maybe keep even mainstream games media talking about it for longer than the original.
I hope so. But you know what? Probably even the mainstream media, the mainstream gaming media, once they have played Half-Life Alyx, they will probably try to find more games that they didn't really talk about before, because there's no big names before, right? But there are like IPs like Astrobot or Blood and Truth that are truly amazing, but only we know that, right? Before nobody cared about it. Probably they're going to have a look back and see what else amazing stuff is out there. What do you think?
I think they'll. That's a good idea, and I hope that's true. I think
it's my hope. Yeah, it is definitely.
I think on that point though, I think they'll only do that if there is enough clicks around Half-Life.
You're right. You're so right.
It warrants more clicks for other stuff.
Yeah, but probably this is going to generate lots of clicks.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. It's like probably I am just too much into the VR enthusiast scene. Like I'm totally not excited about Doom Eternal. I thought I saw that, but it cost like 60 euros, and I thought like, hey, it's too expensive.
Yeah. There was something as well where whenever I play like a flat first-person shooter now, and I know this is sort of a cliche at this point when with a VR enthusiast, but I struggle really hard with a first-person shooter. And you made a video about this. Actually,
exactly. I can't. Yeah, it's too small. The stuff is too small.
Yeah, it's tough. I find it more, it's not the fact that the stuff's too small, although that is part of it. It's the fact that whenever I move around, whenever you move the thumbstick, it's too jarring. It's not smooth. It's not natural in the way that you look around in a VR game, and that's the part that hits me really.
Right. It's different. It's crazy that you have to click on a button in order to shoot the gun and not really shoot and aim. Oh my goodness, we are VR enthusiasts. Gary, I want to ask you, how did you actually start with VR? What was your first point of contact?
Well, originally I was. I actually played one of the virtuality machines back in the 90s.
No kidding, man.
Yeah, originally when I was 11 years old, I do remember this. I do remember playing it. It was one experience. I played it for literally 5 minutes, but that stuck with me through a long time, really. And I remember it being quite impressive. I can't remember the experience exactly, but I remember it being quite impressive. And then, of course, when Oculus became big enough for me to take notice, where they did the DK1 and the DK2, where it first came onto my radar, I followed them since then, really. And then I jumped on to get a Vive when that was launched. I didn't get a DK1 or a DK2.
Okay.
I wish I did now, but I didn't jump on at that point, unfortunately.
Right. And now, what is your headset of choice right now?
It's the Index. So I've got a Valve Index, an Oculus Quest, and a PSVR. That's what I'm running at the moment.
Okay, perfect. There you have everything that you need to have fun, I think. So that's really cool. Yeah, man. Gary, thank you so much for your time talking here about Half-Life Alyx. It was amazing to speak with you. And I hope that we can speak more in the future about VR somehow here on this channel. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I hope so. Just before I go, Sebastian, I just want to thanks for doing this live stream again. Like the guy earlier, the little kid, definitely continue doing this kind of stuff because this is fantastic.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will.
I like the live streams.
Thank you, man.
And yeah, just thank you for all the videos that you do because they're constantly entertaining to me and it keeps me entertained during the coronavirus. So
yeah, you're right, man. I thank you for watching, and I'm glad that I can distract the people a bit from the other things going on right now. Thanks, Gary, and we're going to talk more in the future for sure. Have a good one.
Of course. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Cool. Yeah, Gary. And Gary is part of that amazing show that they did, the VR Roundtable. And I love the VR Roundtable, my favorite show. But now they don't do it anymore. And it seems like I should probably do something around the lines of that thing, because that show was really good. I think that show was really good. And I hope I could also do something like that. What do you think? Would you want something like that on MRTV? Please say yes. If you would like to see something like the VR Roundtable, where I speak with more people at the same time, then simply let's do this here. If you want that, of course. That is the question. Niall says yes. That's cool. Cool. Thank you, Niall. And Frank Zappa would also like to see it. So yeah, okay. You guys convinced me. I should set this up. Great, really good to have you. So we have more people here. We have Azar Alamuri, and Azar, I'm going to drag you right over here right now. I'm going to drag you right over here into the chat. So get ready. Azar, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Azar, please turn down the volume of the YouTube, then so I won't hear myself double, or then I think now it's okay.
I muted it.
Okay. Oh, now he's gone. Azar, now you have disappeared here from the chat. You are gone now. So. And VR Spry Guy says, yes, VR Roundtable was my favorite weekend show. Well, not MRTV Live? No kidding. VR Spry Guy, I really love VR Roundtable. And if I could, make something like this here, I think it would be really fun. Okay, Azar's back. Azar. Hello, Azar. Oh, now you're gone again. Azar is gone again. Then if Azar is not coming back, I think Azar, you could simply come back into the general chat. Now, Azar, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry for the...
No problem. Azar, tell us a bit more about your VR background. Oh, wait, now he's gone again. Azar, now you're back. No, okay. Then until Azar is more stable here, there's one more in the chat, and it's Eddie later. So you please unmute yourself, and I'm going to put you into the chat. One more try, Azar. Azar, one more try. You're keeping disappearing. Again gone. Oh, there's Noah. Oh no, first Adil later. Hello there, Adil later. How are you doing?
Sorry, muted everything.
Okay, I hear you now. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm actually a big fan. I've been following for like a year.
Amazing.
I originally got into your IMAX coverage. I'm actually in my index right now, so if I sound a little weird, it's because there's a index on my face.
Okay, that's good, because the index microphone is really good. So that's why we can hear you actually really, really well. Man, how would I call your name? Eddie later?
Adil is fine.
Adil.
That's what I usually go by. Yeah.
Adil. Good to speak with you. According to your really good English, I would suppose you are from the US? Yes. Okay, great. So, Adil, tell us a bit about your VR background. Are you just now in the VR community because of Half-Life, Alyx, or have you been in the VR community for a bit longer?
Interesting. So in April of 2018, my sister had a Samsung Note and it, had the fire problem. So she got a new one, and they said you can have a $50 gift card, or you can have a Gear VR. And so she got a Gear VR, and she showed it off to me. And we played a few games. We played, Keep Talking Nobody Explodes, Dead and Buried, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I actually tried it, and I thought like, oh, this is fun. It's a fun toy, but I have no interest in pursuing this. I was not really that interested in it.
Okay.
Then about 2 months later, I went to a friend's house in New York, and he showed us all. He said, "Oh, I have this new thing," and it was a Vive.
All right.
And I tried that. I tried a few tech demos, tried these different things. I was kind of impressed. And then he showed us Super Hot.
Oh, that's a good game, right? All these 6 degrees of freedom movements. It's like totally different than the Gear VR, right?
Less than an hour of playing that, and I was completely convinced. I didn't even own a gaming PC. I came home and I thought, I'm going to get a gaming PC. I'm going to get a Vive. I'm going to do all these things. And by about October, I did. So I bought a Vive. I bought a new PC, a 1080 Ti, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And it was actually funny because I used it for 2 months playing Super Hot and Fallout and all these different things. And then I kind of put my VR headset aside. I didn't really use it for 2 months. And then after that, I thought, well, I should actually look into VR and look at actually like what you can play consistently. And at that point, from then until now, I've been playing it basically every single day.
Wow.
I've been completely into VR, all the news, everything. It's fantastic.
Nice.
And I got an index in August.
Okay, perfect. You're a complete VR enthusiast after you got your first headset. Nice. So until now, tell us what has been like your favorite experiences. So Super Hot, definitely an amazing game, love it too. But what is like the game that like sucked you in the most?
So the funny thing is, a lot of people will get VR and stop using it after 2-3 months. So like my friend doesn't use it anymore. He stopped using it after a couple of months. I stopped for a short period, and then I started playing again. And what I got into was games like Pavlov, Onward, Hot Dogs, Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, Beat Saber.
Okay.
A lot of games like that. Programs like Dolphin VR, which lets you play GameCube games in VR.
Right.
MU VR, which lets you set up your own little arcade. All these different kinds of games like that. Like a lot of those kinds of games. And it's really convinced me that in VR, it's social experiences and it's really modular experiences that you come back to consistently that probably will like make it happen.
That's so cool that you love these social experiences, because lots of people think that, hey, VR is like totally anti-social. You are there alone with that VR headset, and which is totally not true. I met so many nice people in VR, more than I would normally meet. Is it for you the same?
Do you know what TTT is?
TTT? No. What is
so
TTT?
So what really put Pavlov on the map, I have like 300 hours in Pavlov, is that Pavlov has a mode. It has full modding, which is like the big thing. Yeah. But they've added a bunch of modes to it through mods, and one of those mods is something called Trouble in Terrorist Town, which originally comes from Gary's mod.
Okay.
And what Trouble in Terrorist Town is you spawn, and there's 10 of you.
Okay.
7 of you are civilians. 6 of you are civilians. 3 of you are traitors. 1 person is the detective. Okay. And over the following 5 minutes, the 3 traitors need to kill everyone else before they can kill them.
Oh, and somebody told me about this.
It's an amazing social game.
Oh, I need to play this.
It's so good just for playing. Like, you can play this for hundreds of hours. It's just so good. Like, this is the kind of game that can compete with Fortnite and all that kind of stuff.
It sounds like so much fun. It must be like name calling all the time. Like, hey, this guy is the terrorist or something like this, right? It must be like hilarious.
It's so much fun, especially it's much better in VR because as a social experience, you're actually there. You hear someone talking behind you. You see someone over there. Like it's really like you're there. It's so good.
Wow, I need to play that.
Like, so I love to. Sorry.
So I can play this in Pavlov, or in which games can I play this TTT?
I believe it's only in Pavlov.
Okay.
Unless, it's in Pavlov and like Gary's mod stuff, but those aren't necessarily VR.
Okay. So you're hugely into the social aspect of VR, which is amazing. I totally agree. It's so good. But probably you will also enjoy a good single-player game, like the upcoming Half-Life Alyx. Am I right with that?
Of course.
Of course.
I got Boneworks immediately. I played it for like 25, 30 hours, played it through a couple of times. I'm so excited for Alyx. I'm preloading it right now, and I play like hot dog grenade stuff too. Like a lot of one player experiences.
Okay, great. So Boneworks, I must say, I really, really loved it, but not the first 4 hours. The first 4 hours, I hated them basically. But then once the game actually really started, it was so good, right?
Right. The funny thing about Boneworks is I feel like I think the same way the developers did, because you know those. Do you know those? What are those called? The turrets.
Yeah, I know.
In the first level, the turret, there's a turret that you have to go past, and there's no way around it, and so it can be extremely frustrating for people.
Exactly.
But when I saw it, the first thing that came to my mind was, what if I pick up a trash can lid, hold it in front of my face,
and it worked, right?
And it worked immediately.
Okay.
And there were so many people that never.
That is fascinating, and I was totally like shot in the head like so many times. Yeah, right. But the thing is, the developers, they knew everything, of course, but lots of gamers did not. So I had the feeling like, I was not on the same footing with the developers when I played that, and that's why for me it felt a bit frustrating at times. Anyways, after I really understood how the game works, it was just amazing. The physics, right?
I've never felt like nothing's ever felt so real as Boneworks. Definitely.
Agreed. So according to the Half-Life Alyx trailers, it does look like this as well, right? With Half-Life Alyx, what do you expect? Do you expect the physics to be just as good as Boneworks or better? Or tell me, what are your expectations about the game?
Well, I've been following VNN really closely, and as far as I can tell, it seems like, also in terms of performance and the sheer amount of objects, I'm pretty sure it'll be much more limited than Boneworks technically, but in terms of how much you will notice that, I think is a lot less. Because, for example, in Boneworks, if there's like a trash can, Boneworks is the kind of game where you're supposed to try to use that trash can to like beat enemies to death. Whereas in Half-Life Alyx, you might throw a couple objects in the trash can and carry it around. I think that was something that will work very well. Like you'll be able to interact with everything, but you also won't feel like limited. For example, like in Boneworks, something that gets a lot of people difficult is like if you back up into a wall, the camera will start moving because your head is a real object inside the game. It's like so it'll be missing things like that. But I don't think people will necessarily miss that, and I think it'll allow for a much more complex game in every other respect.
Cool. Totally agree with you. Like in Boneworks, you can tell, okay, this is at times really just about these physics, right? But for Half-Life Alyx, probably the physics will just be there, and it's more about the story and the game itself, and the physics will just like accompany the whole thing. So that's probably going to be pretty unbelievable. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for it. Oh my god, it's going to be so fantastic. So. So what do you think? What kind of an impact, if Half-Life Alyx is truly amazing, could this have on VR for mainstream adoption?
So there are the safe assumptions. So the safest assumption would be that it'll get a 10 out of 10 from all the reviewers. That is a pretty safe assumption. It'll be an amazing game with incredible art, like really impressive physics, just fantastic interactions, so many things. And it'll last, 12, 15 hours, what they've said. So I assume it'll have all of that. Slightly. So then you start moving on to like more speculative assumptions, and I'm guessing stuff like it will prove that VR is capable of games that people assumed it wasn't capable of. Because one thing I've definitely noticed about VR for the last 2 years is that the games I played when I bought my computer originally, I assumed were the limits of what was possible with VR. But over the last 2 years, with the same hardware, I've been playing, and often for a lot of that same headset, I've been playing more and more complex games. So clearly it was a software limitation that we are now moving away from, and that Source 2 is going to, really improve on. And so I'm assuming Alyx will really show to a lot of people, and especially a lot of developers and a lot of like big companies, that you can make a VR game and it can look just as good or better than a non-VR game. And that's when I think things will really start to accelerate.
Wow, that's a super exciting thing you're saying. So, in your opinion, it's just going to set the bar so high, and it's just a showpiece of what can be done now, and basically others can pick up from there and make games that are probably as good. Is it like this?
Absolutely. And wow. I'm sure Source 2 modding will also be like really good, because we will not get a Mario game in VR for a long time for a lot of reasons. We may not get, maybe like Call of Duty, maybe they're too busy, so they won't make a VR game. But then when people start taking like levels from Call of Duty World at War or from Modern Warfare and putting them into Source 2 and making the Source 2 mods, then people will start like there'll be like news articles like somebody remakes Call of Duty World at War in VR, and then people
You're
really
right.
want to try that, and it's an amazing thing. And so then they're like, okay, we have to make a game now.
Wow, that's great. So we're going to see probably way more exciting content to play if the modding scene really gets hot, just like it did with Half-Life. So Adil, tell me a bit more about your background with the Half-Life games. Did you play them in flat before, or are you new to the franchise?
So I was 3 years old when the first Half-Life game came out, so I did not play that one.
All right. Okay.
A lot of friends played Half-Life 2 in the orange box, but I did not actually.
All
So over the
right.
last week, I have played all the Half-Life games, and I've just been
Nice.
blown away that these
Wow.
games, like games from like 22 years ago and like 16
Yes.
years ago, are just so good.
Oh man,
So
Adil.
impressive.
Wow, you must be so blown away right now then. If
know,
you
I
have just
rewatched-
played
Yeah,
Half-Life 2 in the episodes.
I watched the first trail. I watched the trailers and the gameplay videos before I played, and now that I played the games, I watched the trailers again, and I'm like, oh my god, I recognize this, and this is amazing,
right?
and that
the
is
sound
like,
and
so
stuff like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow, you know what? I feel like a bit jealous that you have just had this experience. It's so fresh. For me, I really played Half-Life 2 when it came out, right? Like I don't know what 13 years ago or what, and I was just so blown away. And you know what? I can still, at this point in time, 13 years later, I can still remember how blown away I was. So you just had this feeling, and you're going to jump into Half-Life Alyx on Monday. Man, you're one lucky fellow, man.
I mean, it's so good. Oh, one thing. Two things I wanted to say. One is that if you're not familiar with it, there's a game called Tabletop Simulator, and it has VR support.
Yeah, I know. I heard about it.
Have you tried it?
I have not tried it yet, but I heard it's amazing. You can play all these tabletop games, and you can have an amazing time with your friends. Play all these games, these tabletop games, like all, right? Is it like this?
Technically, there are thousands of games on there, and many of them are like real life official games. And I don't know exactly how the legality works out, but they're really it's really nice. But one thing I've noticed is that when I first tried it, well, I always assumed it. I have 100 board games, so I like board games a lot. But I assumed it wouldn't be very good. And then about 3 weeks ago, I tried it for the first time, and I think with my Vive wands, because I wasn't sure if my index controllers are compatible. That was okay. It didn't work out great. Then I tried my index controllers, and I used a custom binding, and I basically read through all the settings, and I started changing the settings. And basically the next day, I was playing like really advanced board games for 10 hours in my index.
What?
With one, I was using one controller, and the other controller, the other hand was just like behind my back, just like resting behind my head. It was so comfortable.
Wow.
And so because you can do things, you can pick stuff up and move simultaneously. You can make the board not be on the ground, but be on the wall in front of you, so you're looking at it like straight face on. So you don't even have to look down, which like helps a lot with comfort. It's just a really amazing experience. And with like a lot of these social games or like other board games, it's really amazing. And so many people are trapped in their houses right now, so they're all playing.
Yeah, I think like most of us are trapped, totally trapped here in good old Germany. This one you can play it with many people at the same time. It's multiplayer, I suppose, right?
You can play with 20 people. Like
wow.
It's very high limit. And it works obviously works in VR and not VR, and they can play together just fine. What's really funny is many people have not ever played with someone who was in VR, and when you're in VR, you have an avatar, whereas other people don't. So I will join, and suddenly these people who have been playing this game for years and have never seen anything, they've never seen like a physical character in it moving or anything, will suddenly see me like walking around and like looking at things. And you can actually scale yourself up, and you can make yourself bigger or smaller. So like some games have like little miniatures and stuff. You can shrink yourself down to life size.
Okay. So
it's quite funny.
Tabletop Simulator. Adil says we should all try it out, since we're anyways at home right now.
Right.
Cool. Adil, it was amazing to talk to you. Really great to talk with you.
Sorry, one really small, for your sake, just a suggestion I had is that some of the other VR YouTubers do these roundtable discussions in big screen.
Yes.
And there are a number of different kind of like places you could do roundtable discussions, like different kind of software in VR. And I think you should try that, specifically because when you go to a business, that would be an amazing thing to show to them. Be like, we had this like structured conversation, meeting, whatever, like all different places.
That's a good point.
And it works really well.
That's a good point. Actually, this meeting in VR, they are amazing. I love what you can do right now, and I actually do want to do a show in VR as well. Like actually, I want to do it with Rec Room because you can build your own stage and stuff. It's good. It's good. It's just so much fun. Yeah. For the round table itself, though, I think I would rather show the people's faces, just like with the camera. I think it's cool to have that in VR. You can do it, but you do miss quite a lot if you don't see the people, the people really as a video.
For sure. There's a software that was released a few days ago that works in both VR and not VR, and you actually upload your face and it's put on the avatar.
Okay, what's the name of this? Do you remember?
I believe Upload VR covered it.
Okay, I have to check it out.
It's open source and brand new.
Okay, cool. I will definitely check it out. Man, Adil, great to have you here, and keep on watching MRTV. Yeah, I'll keep bringing you the good stuff.
And good luck with the channel. Good luck with the new studio. Look at that. Good luck with everything.
Thanks, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, cool, perfect. So nice to speak with you guys again. I really missed that a lot. So. We have one more. We have one last talk, one last guest before I need to leave. It's already 10 to 1, and my wife, she's hungry, and me too. So I'm going to have a short hello to Noah. Noah, I'm going to speak with you now, so get ready. And I'm going to pull you in right now. Hello, Noah. How are you doing?
Oh, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Nice. Noah, good to speak with you. To all of you out there who don't know Noah, Noah is a big fan of the Magic Leap 1, right?
That's correct, Sebastian.
That's correct. I can remember, and you got one, and you're one of the few people who has one, and I'm very jealous. No, I'm happy for you, but I would also love to have one.
Yeah, it's a nice device, but there's going to be an even nicer one come this 2021.
Okay, what is it going to be? The Magic Leap 2?
Apparently, yes, that's right.
Okay, that is amazing. That is really cool. Noah, I want to ask you now. I can remember that you have the Magic Leap 1, but you never had a VR headset. Do you have a VR headset now?
No.
No! What?
I wish I did.
How is it possible, man? How is it possible? So what's going? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But what's going to happen come Monday? Like the world is at home trapped with lots of toilet paper, hopefully, and they are all going to play Half-Life Alyx. Are you going to miss the craze, the Half-Life Alyx craze?
I am going to miss the craze. I miss the Animal Crossing craze. I miss every other craze. I'm missing this craze too.
Oh no. But you're not missing the Magic Leap craze.
Whatever craze that is.
Yeah, not really there at the moment, right?
Well, I mean, AR's. Let me say it in a way that everyone else will understand. AR is in its like
infancy.
It's in its infancy. It's in a mode where right now where it's just being kick-started. So it's like
right. Agreed.
It's what you said. It's in its infancy. It's being pushed onto a higher rung of the ladder where it's going to get more popular and more popular as it goes on. So
Agreed.
It's just, yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But
DK1 mode right now.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So it will still take a couple of years until it's mainstream, like way longer than VR. So
at least.
Noah, I want to ask you, but don't you feel like it is time for you to somehow get your hands on a VR headset?
Even if someone has to mail me one, of course. But I don't have much money, and I'm like,
it.
I can't even control my own money. I'm disabled and all that stuff. But yeah.
I know.
Anyway, I wish I could.
Right. So if anyone has a VR headset to spare, Noah would be the right person to send it to. I think
that would be great.
Right?
That'd be great.
But are you a gamer actually? Have you played
several games in the past that have been hardcore? Yeah, of course, but I am not very good anymore. I would love to.
Okay, but did you play the Half-Life games before?
They were one of the few games I didn't play. I played Portal.
Okay, yeah, Portal is also good. Portal is
Portal
also
is
really good.
in the same universe. I love Portal.
Right.
So I love Portal.
Okay, that's an amazing game. That's also something that we will need in VR. But
I need to try Alyx.
Right. You have to. Man, Noah, I would like to ask you, for you as somebody who is like watching this more as a spectator, and I know you've been watching this whole scene, and you've been watching my channel and other channels as well about VR. I'm wondering, do you think that this game will make a big difference for VR from what you see right now?
Definitely.
Definitely. Wow, cool. Tell us why you think so.
Well, it's one of the very first real story games you can play. When I say real story, I mean real story games. When in a sense that it's going to be a real story, first-person shooter, full-on shooter style games in that kind of sense.
Okay. Cool.
And that I've seen for VR at least.
Right.
I don't know. Been like a less party style, more full-on story action style game that I've seen for VR. I don't know if there are more, but that's the first of them. The first of the style that I've seen so far.
All right. Okay. Yeah. There are some. But not...
everyone is saying get this man a Quest, get him a TH420 Ti.
Yeah, exactly. We should get this man a lot of things. Exactly. Man, Noah, that's cool. It's great that you're following it so close, right? All the scenes. And
I follow it, but I don't have much.
I know.
Yeah, that's great.
I know.
Thank
you. But you're the only person who has a Magic Leap 1.
Not the only person.
Yeah. No, you're one of like a few. I mean,
thousands.
But I mean, from this community, from the people who are watching this channel, I think you're the only one, and that is pretty amazing. I think.
I mean, it's in its DK1 stages, so I'm not surprised. DK1, DK2.
Exactly. I'm reading a very interesting question here right now from Admiral Snackbar, and he wants to know, how often do you use your Magic Leap, and what do you use it for?
I use it a couple of times every week or so, and that's kind of low because I know it's like a DK1, DK2 stage, but it isn't not. It doesn't have like the content of like you can just browse instantly. The controllers aren't exactly what you get on the Quest, so it's not actually the same stage as another device like you would get in VR. And you don't have that immersion you have yet on the Quest or something like or something like the Windows Mixed Reality. You don't have the total immersion. It's not all there. They didn't actually exactly fork Android and just go with it and make like an open source metaverse. If they had made an open source metaverse instead of going proprietary, they might have had that immersion. But they made a proprietary operating system, and that's what bugs me just a little bit. This kinks got to be worked out. So they made a proprietary OS, and that kind of bugs me to some kind of degree, and it bugs a lot of other developers too. So they have to go through this chain of command to get their apps in there. So
all right, got it. So actually, are there new experiences coming, like weekly or monthly?
I mean, there's this Magic-Verse thing that's being teased and hyped over so much, but I don't know what that is yet. Nobody knows what that is yet.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's a series of. I don't know what it is. Nobody does. It's like, I think they're like stories or something like that, like Magic-Verse, like metaverse style thing. I don't know.
Well, we will definitely keep watching it, and like I'm a big supporter of the technology of AR.
I mean,
and
for all I know,
it's fantastic. It's going to be so huge.
Yeah, I think it's just their version of the metaverse. They branded Magic-Verse, and that's just the metaverse is just this thing that's been an idea for like since the 60s.
Okay, yeah, let's hope it's going to be amazing, and let's hope that adoption gets much faster. Man, it's now I'm like streaming like around 2 hours, and I'm getting hungry, and my wife wants to eat something too.
Thank you.
So I'm going to stop that stream really fast, and it was really great to have you here as the last guest. Noah, I wish you all the best, and great to talk with you again.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm glad to talk to you again, Sebastian. It's been a year or two. See you later.
Exactly. See you, man.
I'll see you on chat.
Yeah. Okay. That's everything for this stream. Again, I really hope that you enjoyed it. Like 2 hours getting distracted from the real world out there, right? 2 hours like looking forward to a game that we are all going to play next Monday. So I really hope that you enjoyed it. If yes, why don't you give this stream right now a thumbs up. And I'm telling you, I'm going to go live way more often now again. And I think it's also time for some kind of MRTV roundtable all-stars thing. So don't forget your thumbs up. And I'm looking forward to see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye. Darling, we can have some food now.